All right, we're taking a look at your putting here. We've got the before technique over here, the after. It took us a while to get here. But kind of the first thing is to get rid of this handsiness through impact. So you can see these hands, see how that right hand pushes. What happens is when the hands have to slow down, so your putter face would open up in the backswing. So we saw that. And then in order to, so you don't miss all the putts out to the right, you have to slow down your hands and then push with this right hand and close that putter face. Your putter face was really opening and closing a lot. It really leads to a lot of inconsistency. And when your putter face opens that much, then you have to slow down your hands and push with that right hand. And now we've got a big variable here that leads to big inconsistent putting. The first thing we want to do is get rid of this. Also keep your head down for 2 seconds after the putt's gone, but get rid of this handsiness through impact. So right now your hands are kind of too far back. We want them over the middle of your left thigh, so that way that putter face is leaning forward a little bit, so we can put some top spin on the golf ball. But we want to go from this putting technique where we kind of have the hands and that right hand pushes to this. Now this is the first of two here, so take a look. We're going to this is where we're trying to close it in the backswing just a little bit. There you go. And we're just going to keep those hands moving forward. I'm going to try, so that's a first of two. So here's the second one that's a lot better. Watch your hands here. So how they go, they don't stop, they pull the putter head through. So we're just going to take it back and drag this putter head through. So there you go, that's it. So the hands are leading more here. There you go. That's what we're shooting for. Keep the elbow in. We're going to keep that putter head low to the ground. But instead of this finish position where these hands, see how I can see the pant leg of the fabric on your left pocket? See how your hands are well past your left pocket? This lets us know that your hands aren't slowing down. They're accelerating. They're pulling. They're accelerating through impact. Now here we have a little bit of push in this right wrist. That's one of the things that we want to get away from, but huge improvement from before to after in terms of face on. I'm going to come in and that's it. So I'm going to just pull those hands out a little bit more. So you can see the difference just one day from here to here. Huge improvement. Okay, so now we're taking a look at behind down the line. See how I can see your left forearm in front of your right here. Now your shoulders are lined up where we need them to be, right down your toe line, your knees and your hips. Here, see how your hips are open? They're pointed to the left. Your knees are pointed to the left, and that gets your shoulders pointed to the left. And then when you open up this putter face in the backswing, so we can see this putter face, now it's aimed out to the right. You've got to close this putter face, and what you do is you get this right shoulder to shove out and around you. We're going to take a look, and you can see right here, see that right shoulder come out towards the golf ball, and I can still see your left forearm. There you go. And then it gets even worse. So you can see that right shoulder kind of shove out here. We're going to put it out right on your right shoulder, and that right shoulder shooting out towards the golf ball. And that's because we've got this putter face. Now it's aimed out to the dead left, aimed out to the right, aimed out to the left. Really tough to have a consistent straight roll. So that's kind of one of the main things. Now we can see here, now granted you might have to get used to this better technique. Sorry about that, but now we've got your left hand on top, that right hand underneath. Now we can see that helps your shoulders stay more aligned. And then now, instead of the stroke where this right shoulder kind of jets out towards the golf ball and you're shoving with that right hand, now we're going to keep this putter face slightly closed in the backswing and then just pull your hands forward, and that putter's, there you go, try to make sure that putter face doesn't open the backstroke. I'm telling you to close this putter face 1 degree. That's it. Practice closing it 1 degree. Okay, now it's going to stay basically square on the way back and then square on the way through. Okay, so this ball starts right at the hole. So good putt here. This ball maybe broke to the right a little bit, so it's starting out right at the hole, but it breaks off to the right. Good putt. I mean, we didn't plan for it to break. You can see that break coming pretty easily here. That ball shoots off to the right. But this is kind of a tough putt on these greens. But you can see now we're trying to get you to, now this putter face is not open in the backswing. Otherwise, we'd see that pointer off to the right. And then it stays pretty square on the way through. And then now you're able to get your shoulders to turn on a plane that's perpendicular to the ground, and that's all we need. And then keeping this putter face square to your line. Okay, so now now we're going to see the kind of from above, looking over. So here is your before, here is your after. Before, this putter face would open up, see it how it's aimed out to the right, and then it comes through, and now it's aimed dead to the left. Impossible to be a good consistent putter with this stroke here. But here, now we've got this putter face. We're going to practice closing it 1 degree in the backstroke. Okay, going to practice that. We're going to go back. And then we take, since we're trying to ingrain that, now when you take your stroke, it goes straight back and straight through. So we're going to take a look here. We're going to take you through your stroke. Okay, that's you hitting the golf ball. Let's take you back here. Here's your backstroke. Look at this. Let's compare these two backstrokes. No manipulation needs to be done here. Putter face is right down your line. Here, you better close this putter face, and under pressure of play, that's going to be very difficult. Here, putter face is closing a lot. Okay, so difficult to really line that up right at impact. Here, not a whole lot of manipulation needs to be done. Right down, perfect, making contact. Your putter face is pointed right down your line, and it's pointed right down your line here at your finish. This one is really difficult to miss putts. So we have, kind of difficult to make putts and difficult to miss putts over here. Okay, so anyway, great work, and hopefully we can just keep improving on this right here.